Hi, I thought I'd explain a little bit how I tied the scud pattern. One of the questions one of the gentlemen asked me was how I got the hurl to bend down around to look like legs. And so I just figured I'd tie a fly. I started this one. I just got it up to the point where I'm going to do the ostrich hurl. I was thinking that maybe that might help explain it a little better. But what I did was I tied some tubing, some medium vinyl rib tubing on there. And what I did was I didn't use touch and turn. I left a little space between the windings so that I could put the hurl in there. And that's what I'm about to do now. So I'm going to take it and slowly wind it around. And it's going to go in the spaces where the left by the vinyl rib when I tied it on. So they sit right in there pretty decent. Um, I learned this from this gentleman from Mac Flies, who's an incredible tire. I mean, he's really good tire. Give this a little bit of a brown head. So I'm going to pinch it off a little bit before the hook eye because I want to make a halfway decent head on the fly. Yeah, and I can go ahead and put a whip finish on it. Now, to get the legs to get the hackle to come down, all you do is wet your fingers and just pinch it down. And what that does is gives you bends them all down in there so you can see. It bends them right down and makes them pretty decent looking legs. And at this point, what you can do, if you're so light, you can, with the marker, you can just sort of put a little bit of color on the back. I mean, nothing horrendous, just little markings. Now here's what I used for the shell, UV clear fly finishing. UV resin, so what you do is I start out with very little bit at first. Just want to get the base on there. I'm going to build this up in layers so that it comes out, it'll come out better than if I try to do it all at one time. Just do it a little bit at a time. Take your time. Let it sit. Set it real quick. And then go over it again with the UV coating. And I go ahead, give it the second coating. Can't use too much. If you hurry this, it's going to drip all over the place, and it's going to drip on the bottom where your legs are, and it's just going to mess everything up. Neat thing about the ostrich hurl is that the legs would have, there's some movement on them, and it gives it a realistic. Now at this point what I do is I like to turn the hook upside down to get the stuff to drip. If it, it's going to run until I dry it, and it's going to add to the thickness without necessarily me having to use a whole lot of the UV goop on it. As now you can see, hopefully it's starting to show up a little bit there. And do one more thinner coat. And give it one more. Make sure it's dry. And take your black Sharpie, give it a couple of eyes. I'll take a picture of it with my phone so I can put it up there. You can see how it came out. Here you go, and that's the finished fly. Like I said, it's pretty easy to tie. Takes a little bit of practice, but like I said, guy Mac Flies, he's got incredible talent. The guy is really good. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope this answered your question. Thank you.